get off your feet, think about what you have to do, but don't get caught up in too immersed inside of the things that's going on outside of the game.
Which is tough because, I mean, you know it, I know it. You play in the NFL, the rookie wall, man, we all hit it because we never played a season that long. And so, like, that's what they're doing right now. They're playing a season that they've never played before. They're playing as many games. And so, you know, have you seen, you know, a difference in the team as you prepare for it? Like, what would you give them as far as advice trying not to make sure you get that?
Oh, well, I'm not saying that. These guys are looking energized, they look energetic, they look loose, they look fast, they look, you know, all of those things. It's definitely a long season, but I don't see how it affected them. But I'm just talking about the external things of when you pull up to the hotel, there's 1,000 fans outside, they're in the lobby, everybody wants to take a picture, everybody who's a fan of the game, they come and they support your energy. You know what I'm saying? And you have to have a focus on that. This is a tall task. And I'm pretty sure that Marcus Freeman, and I know Marcus, and I know a lot of the coaching staff, they are looking at them the way we look at Miami. With Miami, when we played the national championship, they were the dominant team and they had all the talent, and the things that were being sold was that nobody expects us to win. And so when you have people who are sort of stewing with that mentality, they're going to give you everything you have. And if you're not ready, something that you don't want to happen can happen. So anytime I get a chance to talk to them, I'm always mentioning that to them.
All right, last one. Ohio State's got a two-headed monster running back. I know you have to appreciate both of their styles and the way they play unselfishly, right? They're rooting for the other guy as much as they are themselves.
Yeah, no, correct. I always laugh at it because my era wasn't like that. You never, I mean, I hate to say it, but you never rooted for the other guy to cut your time because, you know, you just didn't have an atmosphere where you had two running backs. But these kids are phenomenal. I think they add something totally different. You know, Trey is very explosive. If you give him a crease, he can take a 5-yard run to 65, 70 yards. And he's done well for us this postseason with some of those explosive plays. And Q is the same way. Q is like a tone setter for the line. He runs very aggressive. He's very serious. So they've been productive all year, and we just look for them to have a great day against a great Notre Dame defense.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you all for having me.
Love it. We go way back.
Absolutely.
We go way back.
Absolutely.
Way back.
Hey, we just did a survey poll on the biggest play in Ohio State history. I don't know if you heard about that. Did you see it?
No, I was laughing with Jack, and so I was telling Jack, I said, you're a hometown kid. I said, watching Jack, this is the funny thing about it. I said, watching Jack as a 41-year-old adult do that, I now understand the impact that the play might have against Sean Taylor had on people. Because I said, Jack, I said, you're going to talk about that until you're 41. He was like, you think so? I said, Jack, I said, trust me, you're going to talk about that for a long time. So, yeah, that was good. It was good to see.
Well, you guys are down to the final two. It's between the Sean Taylor play and Jack's play.
Yeah, I'm biased though.
It was the Tyler game. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah,
it wasn't the semifinal.
Right? The game, yeah. No, I'm biased though. I'm joking.
I know. Interesting you're talking about like the dual tailback thing. In your era, it was a little more dog eat dog, right?
Correct.
I mean, because you lose your job.
Yeah, you need to have coaches who are even sharing reps with you. It was just whoever's the guy, and if you earned all the reps, you earned all the reps. So the thought to have two guys was supposed to give you reality.
Can you see the freshness in these guys?
Oh, yeah.
It seems to be. There was some talk about they're going to be okay splitting, but you're thinking about NFL career. Every carry takes some life off it, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Trevion in the last 3 weeks, man, he looks as fast as anybody would in September or August or September. And so you can definitely see that if you are a team who plans on making a run for the playoffs, now you might be somebody else if you plan on playing 10 to 12 games, that may be different, but if you're a team who plans on making a run, and splitting tailbacks just from a strategy standpoint, to have that production is not a bad thing. And I actually would advocate for me being more from run.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Way back.
Hey, Chase Brown, 11 Warriors. I just wanted to ask you, after the Cotton Bowl, Ryan Day is up on the post-game press conference podium talking about Jack Sawyer's scoop and score, and he references you as someone that, went through adversity and came out the other end. What has it been like working with Ryan Day this year, and how have you seen maybe the impact that he has made on the team and then you have made on the team?
Oh, It's been phenomenal work with Ryan. Ryan, Coach Day. I don't know how he prefers me to call him, but respectfully, right? So, yeah, I call him Ryan. But no, it's been phenomenal, man. He's actually a friendship has developed and has grown, and I've been fortunate, like very fortunate, to have personal conversations with him. Every Tuesday when I come to practice, we have dinner together after practice. But it's been phenomenal to watch him, where our relationship started, where it's grown, his impact on the players, his leadership on the players, the connectivity that he's had with the guys, and where I've seen it grow, the amount of fight and pride that they have towards him. And so it's been a cool deal, man. I experienced Coach Trussell, and I used to see how we felt towards Coach Trussell. But I've seen these kids receive and watch him, and the admiration and the reverence that they have for him. I've seen that grow, and it's exemplified on the field. And I just need these guys to finish this deal right here. And, we lift Coach Day up and the rest of the coaching staff into a different realm of champions, and, we continue to build the program.
You said you guys get dinner together on Tuesdays?
Yeah, just after practice, we go up to the, whatever it's called, the cafeteria, the food area, and we just sit down and probably for, 30 minutes, just sit down talking one-on-one, talking about the program, talking about the players, just talking about the organization in general. There's a lot that we shared, and, you started off a relationship within a small space, and just highs and buys, and then it's progressed to having like a real in-depth relationship. And I met his wife, and obviously I know his kids, and just the whole deal. But it's just phenomenal, man. It's phenomenal to be around the program, to be able to have impact with these kids, and just be a source of something good for the program.
Awesome.